Hello, my dear student. I'm Samprita from Economics Department. Welcome back to online class. This is continue part of Module 2 Theories of Economic Development. In this class, let us discuss about classical theory given by David Ricardo. David Ricardo is a greatest theoretical economist born in England 1772. He was British political economist and stock trader. His concentration diverted into economics in 1799 after reading the Adam Smith Wealth of Nation. He is one of the most influential classical economists along with Adam Smith, Malthus and J.S. Mill. In his system, he much more concentrated towards agriculture. There is three groups, that is landlord, capitalist and workers, among whom an entire output and the production are divided and are distributed. His contribution is comparative advantage theory or labor theory of value and principles of political economy in 1817, theory of rent. And let us discuss about assumptions of given by David Ricardo. A law of diminishing returns operating in land. According to him, in land there is law of diminishing returns is operating. Supply of land is fixed. There is no variable in land. That is fixed. And labor and the capital are the variable input. The labor and the capital are only the variables. Perfect competition exists. Perfect competition means a large number of buyers and sellers enter into the market. There is free entry and exit. A producer produces homogeneous commodity in a market. And capital accumulation is outcome of profit. It is another assumption. And demand for corn is perfectly inelastic. Inelastic means whatever the price increase or decrease, a demand does not changes. And subsistence wages to the all the workers. There is subsistence wages to the workers. And let us discuss about production function given by David Ricardo. Three factors of production, that is land, labor and capital. Ricardo's production function is similar to the Adam Smith production function. He assumes the three factors of production. But there is distinguish between Smith and Ricardo's production function. Ricardo's production function process assumes diminishing marginal productivity. Ricardo observes that even though existence of technological progress, marginal productivity declines due to increase of population in agriculture sector. For that, low fertile land is used for the production. Further, he stated that innovation in agriculture sector does not avoid the diminishing returns to scale, given the importance to agriculture in economy because it providing subsistence to a growing population. And capital accumulation. Capital accumulation means he emphasized that a rate of capital accumulation as capital act as an engine of growth. Capital is a part of wealth of a country, and this capital accumulation depends upon two factors, that is capacity to save and will to save. And here capacity to save is more important in capital accumulation. This depends on the net income of our society, which is surplus out of the total output after meeting the cost of the workers' subsistence. And a larger the surplus, a larger will be the capacity to save. Here, if a surplus is larger, their capacity to save is more. If the surplus is less, a capacity to save is less. So landlords and the capitalists invest through this surplus. And this surplus is depends upon the rate of profit, and the wage rate. In Ricardian theory of development, wage plays an active role in determining income between capital and labor. The wage rate depends upon the number of workers and the work fund. The wage rate fall with the increase in the number of workers and vice versa. A wage rate fall, number of workers increase. Okay, and vice versa. If the wage rate is sufficient to enjoy the comfort of life by laborers, the population is expected to increase. And if the wage rate is low, a workers class cannot meet their necessities of life, a basic necessities of life. The population decrease. Thus, there is positive correlation between a wage rate and size of population. And criticism. Some of the critics criticize his David Ricardo's development theory. He neglected the input of technology. They stated that he neglected the input of technology and wrong notion about stationary state. And another one, impracticable laissez-faire policy. Laissez-faire policy means there is no intervention of government in economic activity. But sometimes a government should control the economic activity. So here, impracticable of laissez-faire policy. And underestimation of importance of technology. He underestimate the importance of technology and neglect the interest rate. And also, he stated that in his theory, a value of the commodity determined by the labor and labor alone. And also he stated that sometimes scarcity determine the value of the commodity. So these are all the criticisms of development theory given by the David Ricardo. By this, we completed a topic regarding a classical theory given by David Ricardo. Thank you.